T.J. McLaughlin here, talking about wisdom. Wisdom. What is wisdom? Wisdom is seeing things as they are. Seeing things as they are. Rather than seeing what you want to see according to some ideological preference. So, seeing things as they are, you need to be able to connect all the dots. See the big picture. But in order to connect all the dots, you have to know what all the dots are. But we're not given all the dots from the media. You're given a certain arrangement of the dots according to whichever media you happen to be tuning into. So we're not well informed. And a well-informed citizenry is vital, absolutely vital to a free society. So we have this divided world. We have this divided nation, the United States. Well, it used to be United States. Now it's divided states of America. And this whole split view of the world, this whole split view is just bogus. And everyone buys into it. I don't know anyone who doesn't accept that as the way things are, the way things always were. There were always differences, and sometimes very stark differences. But there historically have been those in the center, on either side of the aisle, left or right. There have been those in the center who can talk to one another civilly, with respect, and that's the norm. That's normal. That's the way it should be, anyway. So yeah, we have this ideological divide, split view of the world. The world's split in two, and I don't see anyone who questions that. Just accept it. And it's bogus. It's absolutely bogus. You take capitalism and socialism, the predominant ideologies in the world, and there's a reason for that, which I will get into in other subsequent videos. Capitalism and socialism, they're seen as diametrically opposed. You have to choose one or the other. We have champions of socialism. Oh, socialism, need socialism, that's all. Capitalism's bad, socialism's good. Socialism will give us utopia. And then there's other people with capitalism is the thing. They champion capitalism. Now, just capitalism, that's all we need. Let the markets work, let the free market work. But they're not diametrically opposed, capitalism and socialism. They're not. You just look at the Western democracies. Arguably some of the most successful states ever. So you look at the Western democracies, and what do you see? What do you see? You see a mix of capitalism and socialism to one degree or another. That's what you see. Capitalism and socialism. And it worked. Successful countries. They work. And you see, like people look at the Scandinavian countries. They hear this all the time. Oh, they're socialist. Those are the socialist countries. They're all socialist. Now, there's a lot of capitalism going on in Scandinavia. Otherwise, if it was just socialism without capitalism, that would be communism. Communism is socialism without capitalism. And we all know that communism doesn't work. We know that, don't we? Communism doesn't work. Doesn't work. So yeah, you have that. You have the mix, capitalism and socialism, and it's working, and you can see it. And yet people just have, it's like this. No, they can't. You can't have. You have to have one or the other. Now, here's the rule. Here's the rule about capitalism and socialism. The rule is socialism needs capitalism to fund its programs. That's where socialism, that's where government, the public sector, gets its funding from the private sector. Taxes. So the public sector needs the private sector to fund its programs. True? Yeah. Right. And capitalism, the private sector needs the public sector to provide roads, infrastructure, bridges, law enforcement, and parks, and water departments, and things like that. Things that the private sector needs in order to function. The private sector needs the public sector. Capitalism needs socialism. Socialism needs capitalism. They work together. It's symbiotic. It's not one or the other. They're not diametrically opposed. They work fine together. So I think we need to just accept that and forget about having one or the other and saying one is bad, one is good. Forget all that and just focus on how they can best work together. Just focus on that. Stop trying to champion the one over the other. I think that's what works. I think that's what we see that is working, that has been working, is capitalism alongside socialism. Together, forever. Oh, I guess that's enough for now. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope to see you next time.